Hello, everyone. Evan here, and believe it or not, we are at the start of week 4 of your fall A term. I know it's hard to believe, but we are approaching that midpoint already. And today, when I'm recording this video, it is Sunday, the first day of the NFL season. College football has been going on already for a couple weeks, so today is the perfect time to use a nice football analogy in discussing what I want to talk about today, and that is making those necessary adjustments. So, to talk in terms of a football coach and his coaching staff, you obviously have a game plan for each game going into the game that you make the week leading up to it. So, you do that every single week and budgeting your time and working your school in around your schedule and balancing everything going on in your life. You do that. You pregame well, or you wouldn't be a student. So, you have that under control. Now that we're in the midst of the game, we're in the middle of the term, you have to continue to make those adjustments. So a good football coach and his staff will take the data that they're getting in the middle of a game, take the statistics, analyze it, and reformulate their approach if they need to, make those adjustments or keep things going if it's all working, to crunch the numbers so they are setting themselves up to have the most success in the second half. So to tie all these analogies together, we're kind of at the midpoint of the term. We're approaching halftime. You already have a good amount of data collected in the grades that you've earned so far. So that's what I want to look at today. We're going to look at the data, look at the hard grades that you have on the books to see how you're doing and see what areas you want to continue to be strong in or what areas you might want to improve a little bit. And as a refresher, the best way to do that is going to Moodle. So once you're in Moodle, just go to one of your classes, and over here on the left-hand side, as always, is the gradebook. If you don't see this menu here, simply because it's collapsed, so make sure you click this button up here to open the menu. Click the grades. Now the gradebook opens. Now all the grades you've earned so far in the class are listed here, and they're divided into each particular category. So going back to the football analogy, you can pass the ball, you can run the ball, and you'll have statistics collected on how you're doing in each of those categories. So that's kind of the same thing here. Discussion forums versus the quizzes versus the written assignments. Those are the different categories to gauge your performance in each area, which of course adds up to your total overall grade. So if your total overall grade is lacking a little bit, that means you'll want to see which area you want to improve on. So in this example, let's just say you're doing well on the discussion forums, you're doing well in the quizzes, but the written assignments, you're missing some points, which is hurting your overall grade. So with that in mind, you now know what you need to focus on to improve that bottom line, that overall grade. What statistics, what do you need to do better? And those are the adjustments you'll want to make, just like the football coach would say, hey, we're not doing well passing the ball. What can we do to improve our passing game? So it's kind of the same thing here. And that's just important to realize and understand where you're missing those points. So one other quick thing in conjunction with this is good to understand or remind yourself, where do the majority of the points, or where are they earned? Where are they coming from? So what I mean by that, and I'll show you in 1 second, let's go back to the dashboard of your class, the main dashboard of your class, and open the syllabus. And if you scroll down to the course evaluation section, you'll see the breakdown of each category and how important each category is to your overall grade. So in this example, discussion forums are weighted a little bit more versus the quizzes. However, written assignments also make up a good chunk of your overall grade, as well as that final project. So to go back to the example that we used, you're doing well in the discussion forums, you're doing well in the quizzes, but you know the paper that you have to write, those written assignments that you're not doing quite as hot on, that's the area you want to improve. So, and as you can see here, a big chunk of the overall grade, the points still left on the table to be earned throughout the second half of the class. That's what you'll definitely want to focus on, and that's when you talk to me, you work with your instructor, you even maybe work with the writing center in this example. So that's just what I really wanted to focus on today, was provide that reminder to continue to make those adjustments on the fly throughout the class, just like any good coach. Analyze the data that you have at your disposal so you can be successful as we push into the second half of the term Can't believe it, but we're approaching that point already. So thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you all very soon. If you need anything, you can hit me up anytime.